What's going on, guys? Albesky44 here from Gamerfuzion. So, some more Halo 5 news. Wanted to talk about the Forge mode in Halo 5. Pretty popular mode. If you guys don't know what Forge mode is basically where you get to build your own levels and maps for multiplayer, and you can play against your friends or have it played by other people. It's pretty cool. It's basically a map editor, if you want to put it that way. The thing is, though, the Forge mode isn't coming till December. Don't really know why. I think 343 kind of explained that they wanted to focus more on Halo 5 itself and the gameplay and the multiplayer, and then add more features as time goes on, which makes sense. I mean, we completely get that. They said that they wanted to take a really giant leap forward with the Forge as well. The creativity of the Forge community knows no bounds, and our goal was to give them more power and control than they've ever seen before. We wanted to remove as many constraints as possible so they can create high-quality maps that rival the ones that we are shipping with the game. That's a quote from 343. Yeah. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the features of Forge mode. They said the first thing they improved were control schemes. Revised controls keeps users' hands in the default home position, so there's less reaching for buttons, which speeds up the building process. Don't worry, long-time forgers. It took the forgers we brought in a little bit to get used to, but even the most hesitant were soon up and building maps at full speed. Just want to add to all these descriptions were written by 343 themselves. I'm just reading them to you guys. Multi-select edit. Users can select and manipulate up to 64 individual objects at one time. More if combined with groups. Movement, rotation, property editing, everything you're able to do with a single object. They also added a free camera. The camera no longer snaps to objects being edited. Users can freely position the camera to find the best vantage point to edit from, which is a pretty cool one there. Contextual control helper. This lets the user see in real time what each controller input does. Users can change from basic settings to learn the ropes to advanced settings for the power user controls, or turn the helper off once everything becomes second nature. Grid rotation snaps. Switch between multiple grid and rotation snap settings quickly to help align objects perfectly with each other. The bulk of the Forge assets are built to the grid, so they interact perfectly with each other, making building even easier. Makes sense to me there as well. Precision editing. This returns to enable fine-tuning of an object placement. On top of that, there's a power user trick we call double analog precision that allows for even finer manipulation. Smart magnets. Magnets no longer snap objects while moving them around. Instead, they draw a connection in the lines between magnets that will snap when the input is released. That's pretty cool. They added 1,600 objects, 1,600 plus objects. So that's a ton of things they added there. So there's going to be plenty of things to pick from and to build these amazing maps with. And they're adding more as time goes on, which is crazy to think about. They added new object types. They said we've added lots of new types of object types to the Forge this time. FX emitters, decals, invisible blockers, chroma screens, and objects for building map intros and outros, and yes, even a large, adorable whale toy that we love dearly. So that's interesting. Projected Tyrian pieces. Our new Tyrian pieces sample textures from their position on one Forge maps, which makes them blend in. So if you have like a grass going into a beach or something, that's going to blend in more. It's basically that one. Then they also had object enhancements, which basically means they made everything look better, which is a good sign since this is on the Xbox One. But overall, guys, the Forge mode looks really good. You guys saw a few pictures there that I was able to find on the internet. Looks like a lot of detail. Really excited to see what the Forge brings and how players are going to be able to make it their own and make their own maps. I'm excited to play in those maps. Some of the best maps, honestly, are the ones that players make themselves. So it's going to be cool to see. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you guys use the Forge. I've played it a little bit, but nothing crazy. I think the Forge it was really brought to Halo 3 back in 2007. So, yeah. I mean, it's going to be cool. Halo 5 is looking awesome. Like I said, there's going to be tons of news videos here on my channel, so stick here for your Halo 5 news. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hit me up on Twitter, Albesky44. Subscribe, comment, like, and remember that Gamerfuzion empowers the gaming.